Hey guys, my name is Leanna and this is part 10 of Redbubble reviews. Nina's Image Cabin. Ooh, festive things. That's really cute for coasters. And coasters are used during the holidays. It's up to you if you want a fluorescent green, but sometimes I feel like a slightly darker green, or even like this is a little bit more fluorescent than Kelly green, but that's usually the one I'd go with, if not a little bit darker when it comes to festive things. And I think it could be better to do a transparent background and a dark green shirt rather than having the square. But the square obviously works for things like coasters and things like this. And a slightly darker green could make it more readable. I would just go through and double check all of your tags, because I think there was room for a few more. And yeah, same with this. And you can utilize a lot of those same ones since it's the same design for all of these. Okay, so this is available in extra large, which would probably be what people would want to get, either large or extra large, considering how much this would take up. Because like small, each one would be a little less than an inch, so. But this is very hard to make work on products, and I think if you want to do this, I would make sure it's an offset pattern, because on many of these you're going to have that white one in the middle on the top and in the middle on the bottom next to each other, like on this iPhone Tough Case here. I would do just a snowflake on each color. I would switch it up a little bit, because when something has text that small, you don't want to try to pattern it. And sometimes with pillow, it's best to make the actual object, whether that's text and a graphic or just text, a little smaller, because the pillow starts to turn on the sides. And on stuff like this, just make sure there's padding. Unless something is a statement word, I don't think you really want it on its own line. So I think there's a better way to format that. I'm not entirely sure yet, where done isn't on its own line. Moving edit down a line and figuring it out from there. And make sure there's padding, that way things will already look good. You won't need to do a lot of edits on the formatting. And then more room for tags on that. This is a very good variety of everything. Something's fishy here. It's really hard with skirts. I wouldn't ever default something onto a skirt. Whatever it is you want to do. It could be a sticker, a wall print. This down here, old rustic wood door. That's a repeated photograph, which is not usually the best idea. You've got a lot of stuff, so it's good that you're utilizing categories. So just be careful with defaulting and formatting. Thank you, Nina's Image Cabin. What does a cold stereo play? Cool music. Is that a genre of music? I'll start Monday. That's what I told myself for making this video. That's so pretty, the keto. I don't know much about dieting, so I can't back any type of diet, but I can say that's pretty. I love that mermaid pattern. Yeah, a lot of these designs do work great on t-shirts, so you're right in defaulting those. I like that banner a lot. That's really cool, the way you have them shown as examples. Trendy lifestyle shirts. So maybe not a favorite for vegans and vegetarians, but Redbubble has something for everyone. Okay, cool. At this point, I would just say make sure you've got plenty of tags. So you've got your general theme and lots of collections. Just keep doing as many subjects as possible if there's like other things you're interested in. But if you really do want to stick to like food and fitness for this, that works fine. And you've got plenty of time to, make more designs and see what general theme you want your page to have. And there's going to be plenty of fitness and food tags, so you can go in and do some more. I think you have a good eye for formatting and simplicity. And something so simple can be so appealing. Thank you, I'll start Monday. Why was the pencils joke bad? Because it had no point. My little art shop. That banner and icon complement each other so well. And the icon on this poster and on a black tapestry, that could look really cool too. Yeah, you could make it a little bit bigger, but I think it works fine with that white space. I would totally put more tags. Also, you're gonna wanna put commas between each word in your tags. Okay, and you have some other similar stuff. This is so good for the artboard print, and definitely for a sticker. But it's totally fine that you have it defaulted to a poster. I think that looks good. I would shrink these, because this really does look fine to have quite a bit of white space around it. That looks so good, especially on a square like that. Like the framed art or the art print. Oh, cute kitties. That's what sucks. When you have things defaulted on random, they'll show up on something that's pricey. Even something that doesn't look good and something that's pricey. Like this bunny, brown bunny zipped hoodie, I think that kind of hoodie is just less likely to be purchased, and it's pricier when it comes to someone just wanting a cute design. Okay, and you have it already as a pattern with the top chopped off. I would just upload this as one bunny so the top ears aren't cut off. And then if you want it to be a pattern, you can create that on Redbubble. And I think if you do that, you'd want offset and possibly a little bit more padding between each bunny. But sticker, I would for sure just let it be one bunny. I think it's not usually the best idea to upload it already as a pattern. And if you do, it's always good to do offset. In some cases it differs, but I tend to default to offset. And then for the tags, I had made this mistake before. You'll want to put a comma between each one. Bunny, kawaii, cute. And there's a lot of stuff that can go with cutesy, colorful, kawaii, animal. So there'll be more room for tags. Upload singular. And you did that. Okay. I would personally skip the grid one. And then on here, if something makes sense to be a grid, I would turn it into a pattern. And I think the pattern comes into play well when there are things like phone cases. And I think that'll apply to a lot of your stuff. But it's all so cute. So just be careful with formatting, that's all. I would try to fix the quality of this up a little bit. It looks kind of fuzzy. It does fit large, but I think quality-wise, you'll just want to fix it up a little bit if you can. And default that to a sticker pack, because it looks really good as a sticker pack. And then possibly spread it a little bit. And then for cute white bunny up here, it's defaulting to journal, but you'll want to find something where it's going to show up. Probably put it on both sides of the journal. You usually don't want it on just the back. And if you do have that, then the preview is going to be a little confusing. But just make sure you choose like sticker or something good for this one. Thank you, my little art shop. How do potatoes resolve fights? They hash it out. LAKEY. I usually say to stay away from text in the icon, but I think that looks really cute. Fluent in cat language, I would center that. It looks good on the t-shirt. On most of these, I would bring that down. I love these kinds of photographs of architecture. That is so pretty, and it works well on the iPhone skin. Ooh, that looks good on everything. So like a wall-mounted print or something for the default could be cool. And it's a vertical photo, so it's understandable that you need some black space for the tapestry and bath mat and stuff, but wood-mounted print, I think it's going to be worth making it a little bit bigger on the sides, even if it means cutting off a little bit more on the top and bottom, just expanding it for that. This is so cool. I would try to make that a little bit bigger to get rid of the black on the sides. But that could be an issue because so much of the detail is on the top and bottom, and you want to see the top of it. So if you can, try to extend the sides a little bit more. This looks good on a lot of stuff though, because there are a lot of vertical products. Honestly, like on that tapestry, it looks really good. I think sometimes it's just when there's padding on just the top and bottom or just the sides, but the bath mat's fine. Tapestry is definitely fine. It's just when there's like something small enough to where you can possibly fix it, then it's good to try to fix. You've got lots of references. For the journal, you got literal catfish. I would let that be on the other side. And if you do want it on the back, I just would make sure it doesn't default to journal. Cool. A lot of your stuff looks good on t-shirts and like wall-mounted prints and stuff. I try to stay away from the zip-up sweatshirts just because I know they're bought less, and Save Me For Myself could be good on whether it's a t-shirt or a square wall-mounted print. You have a lot of really cool graphics. Minimalistic. And then fluent in cat language, same with that for formatting. Thank you, LAKEY. When can peanuts laugh? When you crack them up. Pattern work. I think I know what I'm in for. So if you're gonna base it on patterns, you're gonna wanna make all the patterns look as good as possible. You're gonna wanna make sure all the patterns are defaulted to something where patterns look good. And luckily, patterns cater well to things that are a little bit pricier, so you might get some pricier sales every now and then, but I would stay away from the tanks and the graphic tees. And on this file, you have black lines, so you'll want to get rid of that. And the only issue with this pattern is that you have this center, and then you have kind of a hexagon around it with a circle on each one, but then you have that right next to it. and that throws off the aesthetic because you have these two circles repeatedly next to each other. So that's something where with this, if you had it on its own, you'd want to offset it. I think these are pretty colors, but it's a little bit hard to make it work as a pattern. This concept is cool, but because it's a rectangle repeated and that rectangle has diagonal lines in it, it can kind of make it hard to look good, turn into a pattern. But they're really pretty colors, and I think that just this little rainbow hump you have could look cool against a more simple background. Yeah, I think this one works more seamlessly, and you did a good job of making it look good on everything, which is a little bit easier with patterns. And then this black and white one has the same issue as this purple one. You can see it's just not as aesthetically pleasing because you have those two circles lining up as they go down. And then this is an example where some people would shrink something like that and try to turn that into a pattern, and visually that's just not gonna work. So this, you did a good job of making it bleed off the sides. So tapestry, it's really big, so that might have been why you did that on there. If there's a way you can expand the abstract design, I think that would be best. The pillow, it's definitely a big enough size to where you can let it just be the design. It's not gonna be great having it tiny, repeated. You just have to be careful with alignment. The same thing is happening with yellow, orange, and then the pink and orange, because you have those two circles lining up next to each other. But if you can align those a little different, they have a lot of potential and they're really pretty. Thank you, pattern work. What type of check has no money? Spell check. And poor people check on TikTok. Hippie gremlin. Geek music more. The text message sticker is fun. I think it would be like a one sticker all grouped together. I like your minimal silhouettes. And the photography can be cool as wall mounted for like defaulting. The birds and the snails are options for sticker packs. I would do the snails as a sticker pack. I don't know if you intended it to be a sticker pack. The birds, you probably did. I would just separate the green and pink, but the snails, I think they'd all be one. So I would definitely separate those personally. Those are really cute. When I do people, I always do like the minimalistic silhouettes. I don't really do a lot of drawing of people. That's a nice movie collection, and you can just keep continuing that. And then your cute little colorful animals. You should definitely make like an animal collection. And this is just like asking to be on a tapestry. I'd maybe make a little bit more padding on top and bottom. So on the bath mat and the tapestry, because you have padding on the sides, but on the top and bottom, you could just separate that a little bit more. Okay, good amount of tags. Lots of people have LGBT stuff. That's really cool. I think I would do a different color than green on the back because it's hard to see that middle one since it's kind of a lime green. Like even white or like a darker gray. And the iPad cases, I would pattern those. Oh, I like the end of the bio. That's sweet. And I like this reminder sticker a lot. I just absolutely love like cute little colorful sticker packs. I think you have a bright future. Thank you, Hippie Gremlin. I'm starting to see jokes that I already saw on websites. Oh no, they're repeating them. Why did the phones break up? There was no connection. I guess it's good they broke up. Pastel palette design. This is like my weakness. Just the cute little colorful visco stuff. So spacing is going to be an issue on a lot of these. I think this fall one, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's, that one's good, but definitely the pink visco and Hawaii, and then balloon animals you'll want to spread.
I would consider defaulting the patterns you have as phone cases to masks, at least for now.
The 90s pack, that's so cute, and that one's fine. And you can see visually on here when they're going to be combined, so I would just go through and double check your shop. And then the Polaroid aesthetic, those are going to be connected, but those will be so cute when they're separated. I can't tell with these. This is like right on the edge, so maybe to be safe, I'd spread the columns a little bit. And those wouldn't be the end of the world if someone had to cut them, but better to be safe than sorry. And when people make things that are meant to be stickers, that's how a lot of mine are. Sometimes it's easy to kind of want to brush off formatting on other stuff, but that's why you just want to take it a step at a time. And when you upload, just double check that everything looks good. And I think you did a good job of that. You made sure things are centered, and that's a nice pink to put behind stuff. The pin, it's a little high. Maybe just bring that down and center it. I think the pin sometimes is easy to miss. That was the case for me. So they've only had it for a matter of months. And it's so small, so it's tricky to make some things work.
These are really good examples of text-based designs, and you have them available in extra large for all of them, which is really good. Text designs seem to be sold a little bit more often in the large sizes.
I really like how you played with this one and you zoomed in a lot on some of it with the clock and with the throw pillow. That's an example of like how you really can alter something for a product and make it work, because it can look a little busy depending on the product to have the whole window. But that's a perfect example of how like that whole window wouldn't really work on a pin, but zooming in can make just that plain wing be simple enough for something small like a pin. This is really cute for a sticker. And it's usually pretty easy to make these rectangles work. I like it a lot on the classic t-shirt. I think it works having it a little bit bigger, and then having it, you know, small in the corner works too. This is another one where if you wanted to zoom, oh, you did that. For certain products, that works just fine. Even if you wanted to just have the mask be the cacti down there. So sticker spacing is like your main thing. I never knew I needed this, but now I think I do. Cute. Yeah, you have a lot of favorites, which is understandable. Me and a lot of tween, teen, and 20-something women are just suckers for this kind of stuff. I would turn this into a pattern. If you can turn a lot of your sticker packs into a pattern, thank you, Pastel Palette. D. Why did the cable get sad? His phone friend went wireless. Nero Ada. Okay, your bio said you do minimal, simple designs. I love all those on those shirts. Minimal designs are really good for shirts. Makes it easier to see, and cute, like, cute centered flowers are so great for t-shirts. Something about just a few lavender flowers. I love the pixelated stuff you did. The kawaii Nintendo Switch, and then the sushi. Those are so cute, and I love cats. And I love connecting with green.
Okay.
So yeah, these things are formatted well on shirts, so I'll just look and see how they're formatted on your other stuff. That looks so good. It's so simple and it's centered so well. I think when I see someone has formatting really well on one product, you probably have it really good on the rest. This is such a fun design. And if that's a more specific reference that I don't know about, then I think it would for sure be really good on a t-shirt. Anime, Japanese. It's a solid amount of tags, but you can always add more if you want. I love that switch so much. Your file is big enough. I'm wondering if it would be worth it to expand so those bars aren't there. You would just miss, or you would exclude a row of cats. But because this works so well on a lot of things that might be rectangles, I think sometimes it's worth altering a little bit. That black border actually does look pretty good when you show multiple. It was just with that one where you could only see two of the lines I considered maybe you'd want to change, but the pill looks really good. Yeah, so I think your formatting is really good. It's so pretty. My request is keep making pixelated and kawaii and flower designs, because I love all of those, but I'm sure you already were planning to. So this is a really good variety. I like that you have landscapes and cats. So my main comment is just keep making more. It's nice that you have some really cute stuff that works so well on t-shirts, because I always cater mine to stickers. But if you can get something selling really well on a t-shirt, that's really lucrative. The Japanese tea and the kawaii cat, those are really cute. So I can see why they're selling. Thank you, Nero Ada. What type of load only rises? An upload. I just came up with a new one. What type of load only falls? You got it, didn't you? Mirtings. Work on you, for you. Lots of quotes. And quotes can work so well on... Oh, I love how you did the prove them wrong, babe. Time is now. That is so cute. So just taking a cute little relatable quote and using a good font is nice. I think it's a little small. So you want to make this bigger because these quotes, they look so good and they're so versatile. But on these shirts now, they're a little small. And that could be the difference in between a sale and not a sale. So if you can go in and try to make these bigger, I think that would be helpful. And that might apply to some others, so I won't address it again. That's swoosh, curve, warp. It looks good on the mask is my point. I've never seen whatever this is referencing. Oh, Teen Wolf. Okay, yeah, I've never seen that. It's a good size, and I think all of yours, you have a solid amount of tags, but can always throw more in. This is cute. This is gonna sell if it hasn't. Just the cutest little like drop shadow can totally make something enticing. This is really small though, because usually a small is max like 3 by 3 inches. Because someone could totally want to buy this on even an extra large. And then that might get in the way of the t-shirt too. This could be really good on a t-shirt. So if you can, I would go in and make that bigger and then try to center the pin a little bit more. That's a really cute banner. I like how you showed like different body shapes. Cool. Yeah, references are always good to have. The word simp just makes me laugh. Lots of Dylan O'Brien, even though I don't know who that is. Okay, Teen Wolf. I think you like Teen Wolf, don't you? Cool, I think you might as well just turn that into a pattern for the phone cases as well. And that popcorn is really cute. So on top of your like phrases and references, I would keep doing graphics because you're clearly good at like silhouettes and stuff. That's a really good banner. I think the border's a little messed with on here. So I would try to clean that up. Slightly dark, but I'm sure Hunger Games fans will like it. And I think centering is fine because you want to show kind of that grass you put on the bottom, but you can always let that be on the bottom, like on the mug if you wanted, just letting it come out from the bottom. And I'd shrink it a little bit on the pin. Thank you, Meertings. How does a tree go home when ready? It leaves. I like that one. Lotus grow. Lotus grow together. I think I see what you did there. Wellness, passionate, creative. I'm all about wellness. I love all this fall stuff. Don't be a scaredy cat. This is my favorite animal, my favorite holiday, and it's also a nice statement. Cute. Your formatting is really good. Nice amount of padding. You can make that gray fill the postcard if you want. Postcards are kind of annoying, how they don't let you scale things. Oh, get spiced. That's so cute. I'm sure the formatting is good on a lot of your stuff. Good amount of tags. I don't usually like to mention tags because I end up just saying good amount of tags. You can add more or you should add more. It's like so repetitive, but you have a good amount. So for anyone, I would just say check on your own. You want to have a handful of tags. That background color complements it really well. And you can always use that tan on the clock too. I think it would make the hands that much more visible. For this one, I don't think the drop shadow adds much to it. I think stickers like this are already so pretty, and there's a simplicity to just the circle, so I would take the drop shadow off. I would maybe tone down the blue to be less neon, maybe more of a pastel, and for the wallet, make it a little smaller. Because see this camping one, you skipped the drop shadow there, and I think that works really well. I think these could be, if it can load. It always takes a little bit for these ones to load. I think if you separate more of those, it could be a really cute pack, because there's definitely some that I think will be their own sticker, but I think those will be good if you separate them. And then on other things, they make a cute pattern. That blue works well against that. It's like not too bright. Oh, that one's so cute. That mustard looks really good behind it. I would just say keep making stuff because you're enabling, defaulting, tags, and formatting all look good. It actually took me a second to see the paw print. That's really cool.
This is a really good example of a description. Make sure to have a description because it helps with search engine optimization on Google.
I love this line art. Thank you, Lotus Grow. Why do bananas like gymnastics? They like to make splits. Or they like to split. That could work. If you guys found this helpful, please give it a like, consider subscribing, and turning on the bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What type of check has no money? Spell tech. I don't know if you intentionally want it. I don't know if you having a little, but, and then this is another one.